Hey, and everybody, welcome to the chair with James. Gonna do a Super Bowl preview coming up on Sunday the 6th. Super Bowl 55. Can't believe it's 55 already. Will be played in Tampa. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the fifth seed, the first wild card out of the NFC, will take on the first seed AFC West winner Kansas City Chiefs. Now, as you can tell by my mask, uh, I don't like both teams. Of course, Kansas City's a division rival, and then Tom Brady with Tom Brady, there's that Tuck Rule hate, and then there's um, the Buccaneers for winning the Super Bowl back in '03 in the San Diego against the Raiders. So there's a lot of just hatred, I guess you could say, just like last year's Super Bowl with the 49ers and Chiefs, with the 49ers being one of the rivals, at least when the Rays were in the Bay, and then the Chiefs, of course, as that divisional rival. There's no hope for me in these Super Bowls lately, and then I have no rooting interest. All I can hope for is just a great back and forth game. That's all I can really hope for, honestly. Um, Hopefully, I'll be with others to watch it, and a safe distance from everybody, as we're still in the pandemic that seems like it will never end. But at least we've got some football to watch, as we've done all year long. Uh, and now the end of it, I should say, which is pretty sad, because after this, we got basketball and baseball, but there's so many games of that. There's only, you know, one game a week for your team out there, unless your team makes the playoffs, and then you continue to go on to January. And as a fan of my mask here, I miss these times where you were nervous going into a game late in the year, and in January, because you've made the playoffs and want to advance and survive and continue. I haven't had that feeling in a while, so it sucks when you see others having fun, but your team isn't. It's depressing. It's like that SpongeBob meme where SpongeBob and Patrick are out having fun, and the other guy's looking through a building, through a vent or a window, looking at them having fun. That's how I feel like with the Raiders. Just sucks, honestly. But I'm just hoping for a good back and forth game. Let there be overtime. Sure, let there be overtime. Let there be great quarterback matchup with Mahomes and Brady. Let there be no issues at all, no injuries, and just score as many points as you can. Get defensive stops. That's all you can hope for. For the game again, and let it be that the the pandemic year gives us the first team hosting a Super Bowl, as we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing in Tampa in the Super Bowl. That's the first time that's happened where a team is playing in the home stadium. Uh, Before, there was two close proximity teams playing in the Super Bowl. There was the 49ers playing in at Stanford, and then the Rams playing at the Rose Bowl. But neither was the home stadium. But That was what, 85 and 80, 84, 79 teams. So it's very awkward to have it in the pandemic year, but we have a home team hosting a Super Bowl in a way. Even though the Chiefs have a better record, and they're going to be wearing, the Chiefs will be wearing their home uniforms. In Tampa Bay, even though they do wear white, so at home sometimes. So it'll be very interesting to see. These two met up in Week 11, and the Chiefs, after a super first half, pretty much first quarter, with Tyreek Hill scoring 3 or 4 touchdowns. The Bucs made a game of it, but the Chiefs were able to hold on and win. And originally, I had the Saints and the Chiefs as my Super Bowl pick, and the Chiefs winning. But the Saints just didn't show up this year when they needed to, and I was wrong on that front. But with the Chiefs, I still have them in the Super Bowl. Now, there will be fans in the stands, but only about 22,000. And then the NFL has given the frontline workers tickets from all over the NFL cities. So it might be like a Pro Bowl in some instances where you see other fans, other teams' jerseys out there. So that would be odd to see for a Super Bowl, and not everybody sitting, all together, be all, strict and separated. That'd be interesting to see how that Super Bowl goes, the seating and all that, and I'm lucky and fortunate that to be watching it, honestly, but not there. I don't think I would go though. If the chance came up, it'd just be too much. But when you look at both teams quickly to break it down, Tampa Bay has Tom Brady, and it's hard to bet against him. But I think with Mahomes and the Chiefs, I think you can, and you feel safe about it. This all comes down to the Buccaneer defense. How many times can they stop Mahomes? How many times can they keep him off the field without scoring points? That would be the great thing to see. With the offense that the Buccaneers have, they have so many weapons. They have a couple of running backs. LaShawn McCoy will be out, but Ronald Jones Jr. and Leonard Fournette, that's two explosive running backs there. You have receiving, that's pretty good. You have Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Scotty Miller, and then the tight ends, you get Brady and you get Gronkowski. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then the offensive line that has done a tremendous job. The center, Jensen, really is the glue of that offensive line. That would be very interesting to see. For the defense, Devontae David's really good. Another linebacker in there. And then you get, what was that? Anton Winfield Jr., who missed the NFC Championship game, but he will be playing. So that'd be a great boost for the Bucs. Jordan Woodhead is really good for him as well. Jason Pierre-Paul. Some of those guys were banged up, but they're gonna go. So that'll be interesting to see. As I check out the injury list, those guys I mentioned, they're all gonna play. Some of them missed practice during the week, but they should be all ready to go. You look at the Chiefs. They have 3 running backs as well that you can plug in. You have Williams, Le'Veon Bell, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Eric Fisher with the Achilles injury is out. That's the left tackle for Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. We'll see how the Buccaneers attack that, because you have Dominic Sue, you have Jason Pierre-Paul. If you could get to Mahomes, I think you got a chance. Mike Remmers is also injured, but I think he'll be able to play. He's also on that offensive line. And then Sammy Watkins, I wonder if he'll play as well. He's been in limited participation in practice with his calf injury. That'd be really real interesting, because that's just another weapon. And with Denard Robinson in COVID protocol, we'll see if he will be able to play. He's just got to test negative throughout the whole couple of days. That's that awkward thing. The Chiefs are not in Tampa for Super Media Week and Super Bowl week. They're not there. There's no Media Week. Nobody's getting together. So the Chiefs had someone come up through and have haircuts for some of the players. Well, the barber tested positive, and he had a couple of other players test positive. Mostly backups, but still. He had, 20 players on his list, and one or a couple were Mahomes and I'm drawing a blank. Travis Kelce. So imagine if they got haircuts from that barber and they tested positive. Would they play at the Super Bowl? I'm not sure. That'd be funny to think. I think they would not allow the Super Bowl to happen. Reschedule it and move it for later. Linebacker Willie Gay should be ready to go for the Chiefs. He's important with Chris Jones and Tyrann Mathieu for the Chiefs. They got to do a great job on Brady. That was the definitely the two guys to look at for the Chiefs on their injury list, who are maybe questionable to play, but both should. And then Pat Mahomes, I wondered about his mobility. He's got the turf toe issue. He had a concussion as well. Those two injuries in a row. And I wonder if you'll see him, limping after a sack or after a tackle or just after running. I wonder if you'll see it. And will that be encouraging for the Buccaneers? Knowing that, hey, if he can't run, he's going to pass. So just stay up on the receivers and tight ends and try to make a play. That's all you can do, really, in that situation. That's all you can do. Just hope they can't score as many points. They got to stay on Tyreek Hill and not let him get away like they did in the first game. Because in the first game, like I said, or not first game, but week 11 when these two met up, Tyreek Hill just went off. And there was one player in particular that got beat in the secondary by the by Tyreek Hill in that week 11 matchup. I'm going to get his name right now because that matchup will definitely be looked at. Just looking. Okay, so Sean Murphy Bunting was that corner that got beat. They're going to have to really be on him. Vontae David, Shaq Barrett, Devin White, William Golston, who got in the Super Bowl finally, and Sue. As all important guys defensively to try to stop Pat Mahomes. That'd be really important. So with Tom Brady, age 43, but age is nothing, it seems like, to Tom Brady. Do you doubt him? This is tough to judge, but the uh, I think the Chiefs will win. I've been trying to think of a score for the last day or two. Again, I'm hoping for a real close game and something that very fun and back and forth. I think it might be a mirror image of Week 11. So, Chiefs would get out ahead pretty well, but then the Bucs would try to stage a late comeback. I think they'll fall short. I think the Chiefs will win. Probably like 38. 31, or make it 8, like 38-30 probably. I would say 38-30. Maybe at the last minute Brady will have the ball and try to make a comeback, but there'll be a Chief that will make a play and stop anything that'll happen. So I think 38-30 Kansas City. Think you can have Butker make a field goal late to seal it as well. So that's what I think. So what do you people think out there? What will be the Super Bowl prediction? What interesting bets do you have? Are you going to have a party for it? Are you not supposed to? There's all these different things. Like, what do you think out there will be the score? Let me know down in the comments section that, and then what the plans are, and what are you eating, and who are you going to be around, and because with COVID and all that, they're saying, hey, no parties, no, if you do, space it out, gotta wear a mask, and you can't yell, you can't cheer, even though you have a mask on, you can't yell and cheer. I can't be, yeah. See, can't do that, I guess. And there's other guidelines, too, that I forgot. I looked up because I thought they were total BS. So, I think 38-30 Kansas City wins the game. Enjoy it wherever you may be. I will see you next time on the chair. Take care.